Hey, how's everybody doing? This is JJ, and I am going over how to convert a garage into a proper detailing studio. There is the Z4M out there, and I'm glad that I'm going to have my car not topped by all this filth and debris. Yesterday, I believe it was, I took you around. I showed you some of the products and some of the steps. I was having a terrible time talking yesterday morning. I'll apologize. Maybe not any better today. But I decided yesterday I would take the leaf blower. This is generally my leaf blower that is only used for detailing, and this is the Works Turbine 600. I think it's model 52 or 520. I think it puts out 500 or 520 cubic feet per minute. And I never use this for anything but drying off cars, because if you've got debris and dirt and you're using it to blow your leaves around and stuff in the yard, you can pick things up. They can get embedded into the fan blades in the induction, and then you can blow those out at, I don't know, a couple hundred miles an hour onto, paint or something like that. You can really cause yourself some problems. So I highly suggest that if you're going to use a leaf blower for drying cars, which I do, and I have a couple different blowers, but reserve one. So when I moved here about a month ago, I killed my old leaf blower. It was a Black & Decker, just something from Walmart. It had been around for quite a few years. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to have a dedicated, leaf blower. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, I used that. I never did get to the pressure wash, but I showed you in the last video, which actually I was in 4 Ultra K or whatever it's called. And anyway, it kind of chopped up my video into 3 parts. So I think this is actually number 4 in the series. Just put it on autoplay. You'll be fine. Just go to the first one, hit autoplay. Ooh, nice Boss 302 Mustang. Damn, that thing sounded good. I am in a nice neighborhood, and some sweet cars around here, which I hope to be detailing in the near future. So anyway, back to the, problem at hand. So you've moved into a new place, or you've decided you don't want to be mobile anymore. You've got a garage at your house. Hopefully it's a finished ceiling and you don't have the kind of problems I have. But if you do have a raftered garage, which really a lot of garages in Florida are built this way. I know up north they tend to be finished more, but down south they tend to have these soffit. I'm sure that I don't know if you know what they're called by name, but they are these, right? They're screens that allow the air to breathe in and out of the garage. Wow. There is peanut shells galore. So the guy who lived here before me told me that he fed squirrels. Looks like they just kind of collected in the corner. I couldn't really blow that so well. But anyway, I've actually just stopped this, and before I sweep it up and blow it all out for the umpteenth time, I'm going to, degrease. I'm going to acid etch. I'm going to take you along the project with me of putting a floor coating down. I've got some potential problems with this being already sealed. I bought my epoxy. Nail sticking right in my foot. I'm having trouble. Am I still? No. Yeah. Nice nail sticking in my shoe. So anyway, I was blowing this out yesterday after, scrubbing with the blue Scotch-Brite pad all the horizontal surfaces, going over with some warm water and super clean. I'm thinking, okay, I've really got this, buttoned down. But I know inside those soffits up there, and while we're at it, I'm just going to show you an example. I had the garage door down. I just had a blizzard. I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm up here with you here. I'll take you in. So that is the back of a soffit. Actually, this the camera on here lets me see something I actually can't see myself. But so when you're up here, if you've got rafters, and I won't spend a great deal of time on this particular problem, it is mine. But if you are in the South, you may have moved into a new place. You may have, come across this. You've got this joint right here. This collects dirt. Wind will pick up, go underneath the roof line, blow things back. What I wanted to do was to get it as clean as possible. And I'm actually thinking now, after I've cleaned the surface, so dirt and grime isn't going to stick to it. As I blew this out, this was the first step I wanted to do. And then I blew out, and it easily traveled over the now clean surface. This thing was filthy. I mean, this had, I don't know how much dirt on it, but it was disgusting. And, I used a long-handled brush. I brushed everything I possibly could. This is a little storage attic area, so I've made use of it. I value every square inch of space that is available for me to use in what will be my at-home detailing studio. And I want to button this thing down. I've booked a coating. For 6 days from now. I've got a 2021. I may have mentioned this, but a BMW BX7 Alpina is coming in for a full ceramic titanium coating by Dallas Paint Correction. Love Scott, give Scott some love. Go check out dpcdetailing.com. His products are amazing. I am going to explore into graphene after watching Brian from Apex and Pan, the organizer, talking about the new Turtle Wax Flex Pure graphene, not graphene oxide. But before I get off on a tangent, cleaning the garage has to pretty much start from the top down, right? I was amazed as I took that leaf blower and I got up to the near top of the ladder. When I went sideways into these rafter areas and I got the leaf blower, blowing in to where they join, right? And some of these are tough. I mean, there's tough angles to get to where, I couldn't get the brush. And really, I just gave it a light brushing over with some warm, simple green just to I had to take off a few wasp nests that I couldn't reach, things like that. And I was amazed at the amount of dirt and debris that was trapped. This is an early 70s house. So, we're talking 50 years of collection of dirt and debris and all that. Hey, there's a neighbor of mine with his dog. And I just could not believe. I mean, look at the peanut shells. Now, this is after I've cleaned this garage a couple times. But if you're going to do, a floor in your garage, I went with the epoxy shield. I don't think it's going to work for me because I think this is sealed cement. And short of getting a grinder and renting one and sanding down this entire surface, which in itself is something I'm not sure I want to go through all that process. I'm looking at some other options that can be put down just to have a clean, uniform surface, because underneath all this disgusting peanut shells and everything, I mean, this garage surface is just, it's got stains. There was some big spot right here. I've done a couple things. It was like a tarry resin. I don't think I shot any video on that. But I save these series all up on my computer and, upload them and stuff. And then I put them in reverse order so that you can start at number one and just go through them, hit your autoplay, and you'll be fine. Sorry to break things up. I don't do editing all that much, obviously. But start with your top down. Get your loose debris, clean things so things aren't going to stick to it. Like if I had not gotten all of those horizontal surfaces so bare-ass clean and gone over and over and over them until a microfiber towel showed no dirt, all that debris would have just like stuck to that dirty surface and I would have never really got it out. It was a complete dust storm of debris, but I've got a special problem here that the guy fed squirrels inside this garage. So there's mouse, rat, squirrel, rodent poop, which attracted, bugs to the poop, which attracted spiders, which had spider webs all over the place up there. And it was a real disaster. I mean, this is a real nightmare kind of scenario for me, that as I decided to rent this place, I like the price, I like the size of the garage and everything, but in 50 years, I mean, who's going to go and clean, this kind of stuff? Pretty much nobody. Well, nobody but me. And this is where I'll end this. I'm going to show you, I don't know what the top of my head looks like. Over there, flip side, is my hat. I tried to, keep it on, and I'm looking up and I'm on the ladder and there's just debris flying, and I've got my goggles and my headlamp and my mask. Speaking of, I'm going to take you inside here with me. Here's my lights. I've painted things. I gave you a little show on that. These type masks, I saw Larry Kozilla from Ammo NYC with a similar type mask. This is not a Fight Tech. Oh, it is a Fight Tech. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. So here's the Fight Tech mask. And if you're not wearing for, yard work, mowing, painting, all kinds of stuff, this is like a triple filter. I think it's got a carbon activated center. I take them out and wash them in soapy water and let them air dry. I get good use out of them. Most of the sets come with like 3 or 5 of these that come out, and you've got this little breathable apparatus that when you breathe in this little plastic disc in here, am I getting that right? It closes off. Try and bring you in a little better. And then when you breathe out, it opens and lets you breathe your air out of this area. Not sure I'm in frame here. Sorry, it's a little bit, my camera holder is blocking my view just a little bit. But you breathe out through this, it's an exhaust port, and then you breathe through this, and you can see this was clean when I started, and it's a real mess. So anyway, headlamp necessary for looking inside there. I was able to, I've got the goggles on. I was able to, get the whole thing turned upside down and lift it down into the soffit and blow. And, it was unbelievable. I mean, all of this stuff was just in the soffits, basically. And had I left all of that there, then every time the wind is blowing, along with all the fine dirt, and I mean, I used my brush and brushed those first, and then scrubbed them, and then wiped them, and then brushed everything I could with a telescoping brush that I use for, large trucks and trailers and things that I detail. And, I'm going to keep cleaning this thing until I don't get any dirt out of anywhere. That's how thorough I want to be, because the last thing I want to happen is I'm coating a car in here on a windy day and just a bunch of debris and stuff is going to pick up. Now, I've got this open to the attic and it's got blown insulation in it, and I'm going to take plastic and I'm going to seal everything off, and and I'll take you along the way with me. I'm going to show you how to close off and insulate a little better. I've got my, AC heat dehumidifier ready to go out there in this window. It's going to be awesome, and I'm going to be way comfortable while I work. So anyway, as always, I thank you for being with me. Please like, share, subscribe. Put this on autoplay if you're catching it somewhere in the middle, and you'll be all set. And that's about it. So I'm going to get back to work here and brush and sweep this disgusting pile of stuff together. And then I'm going to use the compressor and a variety of tools. This is the triple blower for massive amounts of air movement. And I'm going to go back up there and I'm just going to keep hitting this and keep cleaning it. I was able to, put the leaf blower over top, the AC ductwork and blow from all of these cracks and crevices in the rafters all the way down. And I'm going to keep doing it. And then I'm going to get to the floor and put some sort of coating or sealant or something down on this to make it look a little more uniform and nicer. So anyway, I've got my work cut out for me. I'm also going to do the driveway. I've also got epoxies to fill in cracks and things. So, this is the deluxe way, right? So, as always, again, for the last time this time, take care. And I'll see you on the flip side. Enjoy making your vehicles beautiful. Take care.